Well, hello, Thomas, and welcome to Courage Group's Fireside Chats. And thank you so much for taking the time to be with us today. It's kind of an auspicious time because it's 25 years since the Genuine Contact. They're celebrating an anniversary, and that's actually how we got to know each other as trainers and meeting annually for quite a few years to learn together and grow together and promote genuine contact in the world. And I think that aligns well with your business too. You've been in business a little more than that too. So
Yeah, just a little more. I actually started the 1st of January, the year 2000. So the new millennium started with my company.
yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And both of us have been really founded our business on the work both in open space technology and genuine contact programs. So, and we both taken slightly different paths with it, and we've been really focusing on leadership development and coaching, and some organizational development too. And you've kind of had a different path. Can you tell me a little bit about how your open space consulting has worked?
Wow. It's been many years, as you say. When I started off, like many who have encountered and who work with open space technology, they usually say that they fell in love with this way of working. And that happened to me as well. In the late 90s, I was working in a large public organization. And I just found out about open space technology, started to use it in the organization. I got myself a training with some colleagues, with a consultant who started to work with open space in Sweden early. And then I just went with it inside the organization. And then when there was no space to develop more inside the organization, I just found that this is something I just need to move on with. So I started my own business, and I left the organization. And very early, I also started to give trainings. So I've been giving many trainings through these like 25 years. And I also got in touch with, as you mentioned, Michelle, the Genuine Contact program. So that also expanded my approach a lot with other consistent methods, which really make a holistic whole, which I really like.
Yeah.
I think as a consultant, many times you kind of search around for different methods and tools, and some people have a long list. I have quite a list, but since I found open space technology and like whole person process facilitation, which is another method I use in many meetings, since I found some methods which really fit to how I want to work, I've been kind of relaxing a little bit more and more started to teach and build capacity inside other organizations to use these methods as well.
Right.
So that's maybe one big part of what I've been doing.
And from my perspective, you've actually been a leader and an innovator with applying this work in the world. So, and I'm always learning from you, that's for sure. And we chatted a while ago when I had a chance to visit, and you've been doing some really pretty amazing work with municipalities in northern Sweden, bringing a co-creative approach to working in organizations. What led the municipalities to reach out to you?
Yes, it actually started already 2008 with one of the municipalities up north, which has a name which is a bit hard to pronounce for non-Swedes, but it's called and that's on the east coast, because that's where we have the coast between Sweden and Finland, the sea there. And they had a project which was called World Class. And they had a vision of that they want to be world class in the municipality. And as I understand it, this project had quite free hands to innovate and look for new ways of doing things. And they somehow found me. So a few of them were on a training here in West Sweden where I live. And then they thought this is just something we need to build more into our organization. So they invited me up to have a first training with them. And I think the first training we had was an open space technology training. And then it's kind of been going on until I actually going up now in March to have a training with 25 people with this complementary method to open space, which is whole person process facilitation, which is also a very powerful meeting methodology. A bit more directed approach than open space technology, which is super open. to whatever happens. So I've been there many times, and of course during the year, some people they go to other organizations and they retire and everything that can happen in such a long time. And just now after the pandemic, that they got in touch with me again because some of the managers said, we need some more people who know this way of facilitating, because it's so important to them, both inside the organization and also when they have challenges or opportunities they want to work with the public. So it's been like more becoming like a everyday way of working, instead of like many other organizations, they use these kind of large group methods or creative meetings once every half year or something. And I think every meeting should be creative. That's what we're building there, capacity to have innovative, creative meetings.
And so what's made it possible to integrate that way of working into these organizations?
So I think the awareness, and I see it's kind of spreading even quicker right now up north, and I think they are quite aware in northern Sweden that they need to find new ways of working in order to attract employees to come to work there, because there's a lot of jobs up there right now, and also the development with just in Sweden as in many other Western countries, that the more and more elderly people, it will be difficult to do the same way of working as we have been doing. So we have to find new innovative ways of working with new technology as well. And so they're just aware that they need to do something different. And I think it's become more clear there than in other parts of Sweden and the world. I think I usually say that in Sweden we've been like world champions in talking about participation and everybody's voice should be heard, and we're doing kind of not too bad, but it's a long way to go still from working the way that we teach in organizations. There's so much more potential, and that's really lovely that they are more and more becoming aware of that.